Let us move to the exercise 4.2. We have came across the properties of the determinants. In the exercise 4.2, the first is using the properties of the determinants without expanding. We need to prove up to the 7 questions. So here are few questions. Here we need to prove this LHS determinant of this one is equal to 0 by applying the properties, those 6 properties what we have learned. Using those properties we need to prove all these things, but here we know there is not at all needed to expand any of the determinant because they only mention without expanding. In that first question, xa, x plus a, yb, y plus b, zc, z plus c. So how we are going to deal with this? Let us see one by one. So let us consider that determinant delta is equal to the determinant. So according to the property 5, we know that if any row or column has expressed as sum of 2 or more terms, then it can be expressed as sum of 2 determinants. So I am expressing this determinant as sum of 2 determinants. So the first determinant becomes xa, x, y, b, y, z, c, z. By looking properly, column 1 and column 3 are identical. So when the 2 rows or 2 columns are identical means then the value of determinant is equal to 0. So value of this determinants becomes 0. Even here also we can observe that column 2nd and column 3 both are identical even when this determinant is equal to 0. So 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, hence proved. So this is how we are proving the determinant value is equal to 0 without expanding. Here we didn't expanded any of the determinants. Now let us move to the second question. They have given this one is equal to 0. So before proving, first thing what we need to note down is with the properties what are the conditions to get the value of determinant is equal to 0. So the first condition, what? When any 2 row or any 2 columns are identical means then the value of determinant is equal to 0. And the condition, what? If any 2 rows or any 2 columns are proportional means then the value of determinant is equal to 0. So these two are the major conditions to say that the value of determinant is equal to 0. So by looking here means we need to remember these things properly first thing. So I am calling the LHS as delta and I am applying some row operation. What is that row operation I am applying here? R1 implies R1 plus R2. Why I am doing so this operation only? You can see here by I am applying R1 implies R1 plus R2. You can see that row 1 becomes A minus C, B minus A and C minus B. If I take negative common from the third row, you can see negative minus 1 common outside means you can see that row 1 and row 3 becomes identical, that is A minus C, A minus C, B minus A, B minus A, C minus B, C minus B. So when 2 rows are identical means then the value of determinant is equal to 0. So the idea which we need to come to our mind is that itself, either to get a determinant is equal to 0, either I should make any 2 row or any 2 column either identical or proportional. If I do that one, I am directly going to get the value of determinant is equal to 0. Then the third question. The third question is, you can see 2, 7, 65, 3, 8, 75, 5, 9, 86 is equal to 0. So now again what is our first motto or first agenda? Either I should make any 2 row or any 2 column identical or proportional. Let us see how we are going to proceed with this. So I call the LHS that one has equal to delta first. Now how I can write this one? So one thing which comes to our mind is either I should build some relation between either any 2 rows or any 2 either column wise or row wise. So what I am doing is looking into their each column, you can see 2, 7, I can write this one as 63 plus 2, 3, 8, I can write this one as 72 plus 3, and this one 5, 9, 81 plus 5. So after writing this determinant in this manner, I can express this one as sum of the 2 determinants, that is nothing but 2, 7, 63, 3, 8, 72, 5, 9, 81 plus 2, 7, 2, 3, 8, 3, 5, 9, 5. So by looking here the two columns C1 and C3, you can say that these two columns are identical, so value of this determinant is equal to 0. So now look here, now I should make the value of this one also equal to 0 to get the determinant is equal to 0. So what is the relation I can make here? You can see here, this one is 7 into 9 and this one it is 8 into 9, this one is 9 into 9. This is the thing you can see here. So what is the common here? Common in this column, 9 is common. So when I can take a common thing from either one row or one column. So from the column 3 we are having 9 is common. So I am taking that common outside. What I got? 2, 7, 7, 3, 8, 8, 5, 9, 9. Now again you can see column 2 and column 3 are identical, so the value of this determinant is also equal to 0. So the value of determinants delta, which I call this one, is equal to 0. Therefore we have proved the third one also. So the fourth question, what you can see is this one. So I need to make the value of this one is equal to 0. Again I should think whether I can make proportionality or identical. So you can see here 1, 1, 1. So what I do is, if I multiply this a to the inside this bracket, means AB plus AC, BC plus AB, CA plus AB, it becomes CA plus CB. So I am adding the column 2 with the column 3, so that the column 3 what is going to become AB plus BC plus CA. You can see for all the thing, all the elements of the column 3 are same. Now you can say that row 1, column 1 and column 3 are proportional. These are proportional because we are going to get the same ratio. If I take the ratio of this one, I am going to get the same value for the column 1 and column 3. So when these two are proportional, as I said, the determinant value is equal to 0. So this is how we are going to expand, get the value of determinant without expanding. Now let us move with the next question. So we need to prove this determinant is equal to 2 times this determinant. So how we are going to prove? Now I will call this determinant as delta and I am going to proceed. So I am expanding this determinant or splitting this determinant into the sum of two determinant according to the property 5. That is nothing but B plus C, Q plus R, Y plus Z. First row and second row I am retaining as it is, and for the third row I am using the property 5, which is nothing but if a row or column is expressed as sum of two terms, means then the determinant can be expressed as sum of two determinants, that one, that is A, P, X, and again here it becomes again B plus C, Q plus R, and Y plus Z, C plus A, R plus P, and Z plus X. And here the values are A, P and here not AP, here it is B, Q and Y. Second element B, Q and Y. Here it was APX. Now I am calling this one as I called as delta. I call this one as delta 1 and delta 2. So that is nothing but delta is equal to delta 1 plus delta 2. So now I am solving one by one. First I am considering the delta 1. So what I needed what this one is equal to 2 times of APX, BQR and C XYPCR Z. This is what we are required. So I am considering now this delta 1. So for this delta 1 I am applying R2 implies what I am doing is R2 minus R3. R2 minus R3, because what and all required you can see here. One is APX, it is already you have present, let it be wherever, but we have that element. Next is PQY and CRZ. So we need that one. So if I take A common, if I subtract A from this one and P from this one and Z from this one, we are going to CRZ, which is the another row of the required determinant from the RHS. So I am doing this operation. Okay, after that operation, what I am going to get? B plus C, Q plus R, Y plus Z. Here this becomes C, R, Z, and this retains as it is. Okay, now again I need to apply the row operation. What is that? I am applying R1 implies R1 minus R2. Why this one? Again, if I take C, R and Z from the first row, I am going to get B, Q, Y, C, R, Z, A, P, X. So now you can compare this one with what we required from the RHS. So you can see here the elements are, row wise we can see that it is arranged as it is. APX, it is in the third row, BQY, it is in the first row, and CRZ, it is in the second row. So now for what we need to do, we need to shuffle these rows. How I am shuffling? I am shuffling. R2 is changed, R2 is going to get changed with R1, and then after R2 gets changed with R1, then R2 is going to be changed with R3. So, and we know that when we interchange any two rows or any two columns, the sign of the value of the determinant becomes change. So how the sign is going to get when R2 changes with R1? What is R2 going to get changed? It is nothing but APX, not R2, sorry, it is CRZ, BQ, Y and APX. So here R2 is interchanged with R1, value of determinant is going to be get changed. Again what I said, R2 is interchanging with R3. So R2 means here R3 is going to be interchanged with R1. So make the correction here, that is nothing but APX, BQY and CRZ. So here it was minus of minus 1 becomes plus 1. So if I write it together, I can write it as minus 1 whole square. Understood? First making one interchange, we are going to get minus sign to this determinant. After making another minus of minus, it becomes plus. So we are going to get, if I write it simultaneously, means how I am going to write it is minus 1 to the power square. Why I am using minus 1 to the power square? Because I used 2 times interchanging, that's why I used square. Suppose if I interchange 3 times means it becomes cube. So we got the value and it is nothing but our delta 1. So similarly we are proceeding for the delta 2 also. Here you can see this is our delta 2. Again BQY we are having this one. So I need to make some rearrangement. Here you observe the row 1. If I cancel B and Q from Y from this row means we are going to get CRZ. So that's why I am using R1 implies R1 minus R3. After that one I got this value or this determinant. Again if I remove C, R and Z, if I subtract, remove all these things, I am going to get APX. For that I used the row operation. R2 implies R2 minus R1. I got this one as the value. Now you can see here the rows are in the different place. We need APX, BQY and CRZ. For that I need to shuffle. So what I did, R1 is going to interchange with R3 and R3 is going to interchange with R2. Since 2 times interchanging, I used minus 1. When R1 get interchanges with R3, CRZ, it becomes to the third row, and what about R3 BQY, it becomes to the first row. Then R3 is interchanging with R2. So you can see after interchanging we are going to get this one. Now you can see with the our delta 1 and delta 2, it is nothing but APX, BQY, CRZ. Delta 1 value is also same, delta 2 value is also same. So I expressed that one as here like this. So 2 times the same is nothing but delta is 2 times APX, BQY and CRZ, which is nothing but our RHS. Hence we have proved the LHS is equal to RHS without expanding. So let us proceed. The 6th question is, we need to show this value is equal to 0. So how we are proceeding, you can see here. So I call that LHS as equal to delta, and now I apply the row operation, that is nothing but R1 implies C times the R1. I said in the beginning note itself, here we are using the row operation R1 implies R1 times K times R3 or some other in this manner, because if we use R1 implies K times R3, K times R1, or R2 implies some C times R2, if we are using like this means then the value of determinant is also going to be changed with K times the determinant, which is nothing but our property 4, I think so. It is nothing but our property 4 in your NCERT textbook. So this is what we have learned. So here you can see I use now this type of row operation, that is R1 implies C times the R1. So what does the value of this determinant becomes? Even the value of determinant becomes C times the determinant, right? So what about our R1? 0 AC minus BC, rest of the thing it is going to be as it is, okay. But we don't require the value of C delta, we require only the value of delta is equal to 0. So I am moving this C to the RHS. So what happens, it is nothing but delta is equal to 1 by C. So whenever if we are using like this type of operation means, that is Ri implies K times Ri, like this type of operation means, then the value of determinant delta is equal to 1 by K. What is the constant you have used here? That is nothing but 1 by that constant into the row operation what you have applied for that row, you are substituting here, okay. Now why I have did here? Because I need to get value of this one is equal to 0. So either I should make any two row identical or any two row or column proportional. So I thought of making some identical. So how I am going to deal with it? First I have multiplied C. After that what I did, I am moved with R1 implies R1 minus B times R2. That is nothing but 1 by C 0 minus B times R2. So it becomes AB. Here AC minus B times 0, it is again AC minus BC minus B times minus C, it becomes minus BC, minus into minus plus, BC cancel. So here it becomes 0. Rest of the thing as it is, BC 0. So in the first row you can observe that what is common? A is common, here it is 0. So I can remove A common outside. If after removing A, what happens here? A by C, B C 0 minus A 0 minus C, B C 0. You can observe here our row 1 and row 3 are identical, therefore the value of this determinant is equal to 0. So A by C into 0 is 0. So we got delta is equal to 0. So in this problem please note this section, put some star for some of the different steps, so we will come to know how we are going to deal in the beginning itself. So here this is something different, so make note of this one. So this is our 7th question. So you can see here I need to prove this value of determinant is equal to 4 times A square B square into C square. So I consider that LHS determinant delta is equal to like this. So you can see here clearly in the first row what is common? A is common. In the second row B is common. In the third row C is common. So togetherly I'll take A common from the first row, B common from the second row, C common from the third row. What is the thing remaining here then? A, B, C, minus A, B, C minus B, C, and here it is nothing but A, B minus C. Again you can see, sorry I made the mistake, it was BA here. So now again you can see here A is common from the first row, B is common, first column, B is common from the second column, C is common from the third column. So I again remove those things. After removing A common outside from the first column, already one A was there, it becomes A square After removing b, it becomes b square. Removing c here becomes c square, because already one ABC was there. So what and all left out? Minus 1, 1, 1, 1 minus 1, 1, 1, 1 minus 1. Now if you expand this one either through any one of the row or one of the column, you are going to get the value of that determinant. So here I thought of expanding here also it is possible, or else even you can make some other row operations here now itself, like R2 implies R2 plus R1 and R3 implies R3 plus R1. So here after applying this two row operation, what does that becomes? There is no changes in the first row, but in the second row R2 plus R1 becomes, it is 0, and here even here this one also becomes 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. Now if you thought of expanding either through the first column or the second row, whatever, it's possible. So I am expanding it through the first column, means a square, b square, c square minus 1. So what is the thing? Minus 1 into. So the next it is from we have to find the properties of the determinants, and we need to show rest of the thing from 18 to exercise 14. So in that first question is determinant of 1a square, 1b b square, 1c c square is equal to a minus b into b minus c into c minus a. So we need to find the value of determinant such that the value of the determinant is nothing but this one. So we need to find this one. So I will call that LHS has equal to delta, and we need to show this one is equal to a minus b into b minus c into c minus a. So we need to show this one has the our RHS, or the value of that determinant. So before proceeding or before applying any row operation or column operation, first we need to observe what we require. So just concentrate upon the RHS, what and all we need to require here. So we required here a minus b, b minus c, c minus a. By looking into this one, which operation is suitable so that we get this value as our RHS. So by looking into this one, I am going to apply the row operation, that is nothing but R2 implies R2 minus R2 minus R3 and R1 implies R1 minus R3. Okay, I am applying this one. Why so? Because if I apply R2 minus R3, I am going to get a minus b minus c, and R1 implies R1 minus R3 means I am going to get a minus c here. And along with that, there is additional property or additional use, that is nothing but we are going to get the two elements as equal to 0. That is nothing but what does row 1 becomes 0, a minus c, a square minus c square. What about row 2? 0, b minus c, b square minus c square, and row 3 it remains as it is. And see here, we know that a square minus c square is nothing but a minus c into a plus c. What about b square minus c square? Same, b minus c into b plus c. Now concentrate upon the RHS. What we required? B minus c. Okay, b minus c here also is there. In this element is also there is a b minus c has a common. Here it is 0. From second row I can remove b minus c common outside. What about the next? A minus c. Here also a minus c. Here also a minus c. But what we required? We required c minus a. Suppose if I required c minus a means what? If I take minus common outside, I am going to get c minus a. From this, if I take minus common outside, c minus a into a plus c, right? So what about our first row? If I take c minus a common outside, from first row I am taking c minus a common outside. From second row I am taking b minus c common outside. What and all remaining? 0, minus 1, a plus a plus minus of a plus, because I took only c minus a common outside, minus is remaining, minus a plus c. Here again 0, 1, b plus c, 1, c, c square. So this is what we got. I can write this one continuously. Just to get for your understanding purpose, I wrote in the 2-line way, that's all. So we have C minus A, B minus C. Okay, now in the outside the determinant. Now what is the thing which we needed, because still I need to get A minus B, or else I can expand. Before expanding, I'll make another thing easier way, that is I'll make one of this one or this one is equal to 0, so that calculation becomes even easier. So what is the row operation I am going to use is R1 implies R1 plus R2. So if I use R1 implies R1 plus R2, this one remains as it is. Minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. So this becomes minus A plus C plus B plus C minus A minus, because minus is distributed to both the things. So minus C get cancels. So 0, 1, B plus C, 1C, C square. Now I will apply, I am going to expand with the column 1, expanding along with the column 1. So here it is remaining C minus A, B minus C. Expanding along column 1 becomes, means deleting this column and this row, this one becomes 0, 0, 1 into 0 minus, what is this one, minus A plus B. Okay, so that is nothing but C minus A, B minus C, minus of minus plus, so A minus B. So you can check here what was required: A minus B, A minus B, B minus C, B minus C, C minus A, C minus A. So we got the RHS, hence proved. So the next is this question. So we need to prove the value of this determinant is equal to A minus B, B minus C, C minus A into A plus B plus C. So we need to prove this one. I'll call this LHS as delta. So again the thing is, concentrate upon the RHS, what and all required. So whether it is suitable, which operation, whether if we go with the row operation or column operation, it is suitable, because here there is all the relation is between A, B, B, C, C, A, like this. So if we go with the row operations, means we are going to get same element, means A, B, B, C, C. So but if we go with the column operation, means we are going to get this type of combination. So I'll go with the column operation. So one thing is clear. The next is how we can proceed. Similar to the previous question, here also there is 1, 1, 1. So if I make any two element of the first row has equal to 0, it is convenient. So along with that, look here what and all required. So I use the column operation. C1 implies C1 minus C3 and C2 implies C2 minus C3. So C1 minus C3 becomes, this one becomes 0, A minus C, A cube minus C cube. The next is 1 minus 1, 0, B minus C, B cube minus C cube. Third column remains as it is. And we all know the A cube minus B cube formula. What is that? A cube minus B cube is equal to A minus B into A square plus B square plus AB. So this is the formula. So here in this one and in this one, you can see that A cube minus C cube means A minus C into A square plus AC plus C square. And in this one it is nothing but B minus C, B square plus C square plus BC. So that is what we have written, we are having. So by looking here, you can say that here also A minus C, here also A minus C. But what we required, you just look into the RHS of this one. So this is how it is there. And we required here C minus A, not A minus C. So if I need C minus A means what? I'll take minus common outside. Here it becomes C minus A. From this, if I take minus common outside, it becomes C minus A. From first column, I am taking C minus A common outside. After taking C minus A common outside from the first column, what is remaining? From here, if I take C, it is 0 means nothing to do with 0. Here minus 1 is remaining. After taking C minus A common outside, minus is as it is. Along with that, A square plus AC plus C square. From this one, B minus C is common. What we require, just look into the RHS. We require B minus C itself. Here also B minus C. There is no need to change. So I will take B minus C common outside. What and all remaining? 0, 1, here b square plus cb plus c square. Okay, and third column 1c c cube as it is. Okay, now we got the two elements. Now before expanding, as usual, we have two zeros. Along with that, if I make either this one or this one is equal to 0, it is convenient with the multiplication. So what I am going to apply, I am applying c1 implies c1 plus c2. So at that time here this one as it is c minus a into b minus c. So c1 plus c2, 0 plus 0 0, minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Now this one c1 plus c2, here if I take minus means minus a square minus ac minus c square plus b square plus cb plus c square. What it happens if I take c2 means here it becomes b square plus cb plus c square, where c square get cancels. What and all remaining, I will write it as it is, b square minus a square and what and all plus cb minus ac, right? This is what remaining, right? bc minus ac. So then what about our column 2? It is as it is, b square plus cb plus c square, and our third column 1c c cube as it is. So now concentrate upon this element. So b square minus a square, I can write it as b plus a into b minus a, plus what is common here, c is common, so b minus a again. So what is common in both the element? B minus a is common. What is left out? B plus a plus c. This is the simplification part of this one. So from the column 1 I can take b minus a common outside, right? But what we required a minus b. But what is there? B minus a. So if I write a minus b means minus is common, so a plus b plus c it becomes. So if I take a minus b common outside means what it happens? A minus b, c minus a, b minus c. What and all remaining in the first column now? 0 0, minus of a plus b plus c, 0 1, b square plus cb plus c square, 1c c cube. Now I am going to expand it along either through our column 1 or our row 1. So if I am going it with column 1 means here this one remains as it is, a minus b, c minus a, b minus c. Column expansion, so minus a plus b plus c, deleting this row and this column. What is remaining? 0 minus 1, so minus into minus plus, so it becomes a minus b, b minus c, c minus a into a plus b plus c, which is our required term, hence proved. So now let us move to the next question. So x determinant value of x square yz, y square zx, z square xy is equal to x minus y minus z minus x, xy plus yz plus zx. We need to show that one. As usual, whatever the operation, this is itself, this is what we need to prove. So as usual, just concentrate on the RHS. What is the row operation which we need to apply? You will come to know. First thing I am making, what is that? Is nothing but I am applying R2 implies R2 minus R1 and R3 implies R3 minus R1. So what we are going to get? X square, yz, there is no changes in the first row, but in the second row y minus x, here y square minus x square. From here if I take z common outside, x minus y, and here z minus x, z square minus x square. Looking here, y is common, x minus z. So this is what we got. But from here we are having y square minus x square. It is nothing but y minus x into y plus x. Here we are having x minus y. Here is also, that is nothing but z minus x into z plus x. For your convenience I will write here y minus x into y plus x. But what we require? x minus y, not y minus. So if I take minus common outside, it becomes x minus y. Here also if I take minus common outside, it becomes x minus y. Next is z minus x itself. Here we are having z minus x, but here we are having x minus z. So it becomes minus y z minus x. So from the second row I can take x minus y common outside. From the third row I can take z minus x common outside. So what is the remaining? First row as it is. In the second row it remaining minus 1. Here it is nothing but minus y plus x. Here it is nothing but z. Here 1 z plus x minus y. Now by looking into these two, I can apply the row operation, that is nothing but I'll go with the R3. R3 implies R3 plus R2. So at that time it becomes x minus y z minus x is nothing but x square y z. Second row will be as it is, and this becomes 0, and this becomes z minus y, and this one also becomes z minus y. Now from the third row I can take z minus y common outside. We are also required what? No, here we have required y minus z, but I am taking z minus y. Let it be. Let us take that minus common later. Okay, so I am taking at present z minus y common outside. Remaining is x square y minus y plus x z 0 1 1. Now by looking into this to 1, I can apply that C2 implies C2 minus C3. At that time here it becomes z minus y. Here it is nothing but minus 1 0. There is changes in the second row, that is x square minus y square minus of y plus x. Here also this becomes minus z. Since minus is common, I can write it as it is. Here 0 y square z minus 1. Now I am expanding this one along the row 3. While expanding, I am going to get the value of this one. So after expansion, you can see here here both are 0 1. Deleting this row and this column, we are multiplying 1 with x or minus x of x plus y plus z. This one into minus plus x square minus yz. Okay, after that what happens? I'll multiply this x inside, so minus x square minus xy minus xz plus x square minus yz. X square get cancels. From this I am taking minus common outside. Here also we have taken z minus y, but we required y minus z, so I'll take minus from this one also common. From here also we are having minus common. Minus into minus plus, so x minus y z minus x y minus z xy plus yz plus zx, hence proved. So this is the next question. We need to get this one, determinant of this one is equal to 5x plus 4 into 4 minus x whole square. As I said, usually by looking into the RHS, which row operation? See here 5x plus 4 is there. So you can think when we are going to get this any one of the term, how we can achieve? See here we are having 2x x plus 4, 2x 4x 5x plus 4. So if I add all the three elements of the rows, we are going to get this element. So what is the row operation? At the first thing I am going to attempt, R1 implies R1 plus R2 plus R3. By adding all the three elements, I am going to get what? 5x plus 4. So if I use R1 plus R2 plus R3, what happens? For this element, x plus 4 plus 2x plus 2x, 5x plus 4. Here also 2x plus x plus 4, 2x, 5x plus 4. Even here also 5x plus 4. Second row and third row remains as it is. So from the first row, I can take 5x plus 4 common outside. Here we are having 1 1 1, 2x x plus 4, 2x 2x x plus 4. So as usual, we are seeing one common here. So I am making any of the two element is equal to 0. So I am applying the two column operation. What is that column operation? C3 implies C3 minus C1, C3 minus C1 and C2 minus C1. So there is no changes in the first column, remains as it is. C2 minus C1. So 1 minus 1 0, x plus 4 minus 2x becomes 4 minus x, 2x minus 2x 0. Again 1 minus 1 0, 2x minus 2x 0, x plus 4 minus 2x 4 minus x. So now you are having two zeros here, so I am expanding it along with the row 1. So expanding along with means this row and this column is deleted. If I cross multiply 4 minus x square minus 0, so that is nothing but 5x plus 4, 4 minus x whole square. This is what we required in the RHS, hence proved. Next question is this one. So I am taking this one as delta. What we required, concentrate here, x square 3y plus k. So how can I get 3y plus k? You see here, if I add all these things as I said in the previous. So I am doing first row operation, that is nothing but r1 implies r1 plus r2 plus r3. So that first what becomes y plus k plus y, 3y plus k. Here also 3y plus k, here also 3y plus k. Rest of the element as it is from the row 2 and row 3 element. From the first row, I can take 3y plus k common outside. After taking 3y plus k common outside, what is the remaining? I have written here. Now I am using the column operations because I see here 1, 1, 1. So I am making any two element of that row 1 has equal to 0. So I am using C2 minus C1 and C3 minus C1 for column 2 and column 3. So first row retains as it is 1 minus 1 0. Y plus k minus y get cancels, k, y minus y 0, 1 minus 1 0, y minus y 0, y plus k minus y plus k. So now cross multiply, I am expanding this one along the row 1. So while expanding 3y plus k as it is, so 1 into deleting this row and column, k square minus 0, that is nothing but k square 3y plus k, which is what required in the RHS, hence proved. So this is our next question. So I'll call our RHS as equal to delta, not RHS, LHS as equal to delta. So again, before applying any row operation, first look here, we need a plus b plus c whole cube. So a plus b plus c is one of the factor. So by looking into this one, if I am go with the row whether it is possible, or if I go with the column whether it is possible. So observe here, a minus b minus c. If I add plus 2b to this one, it becomes minus b plus 2b, a plus b. If I add even the row 3 also becomes a minus b minus c plus 2b plus 2c. So I will move with that operation, so that r1 plus r2 plus r3. So what is going to happen? A minus b minus c plus 2b plus 2c minus b plus 2b, b minus c plus 2c, it's c. So I am going with, by looking into this one, here also the same process happens, here also same process happens, you can check it. So I'll go with the row operation, r1 plus r2 plus r3. So our row 1 becomes a plus b plus c. From the row 1, I can take a plus b plus c common outside. After removing common, we are going to get this value of the this as our determinant. By looking here 1, 1, 1, common idea, what is that? I am making any two element as equal to 0. So I am moving with the column operation, that is C2 implies C2 minus C1 and C3 minus C1. So first column as it is 1 minus 1, 0, b minus c minus a minus 2b. So what happens? 2b minus 2b becomes minus b. So if I take minus common outside, remaining is a plus b plus c. Again 2c minus 2c, it is 0. 1 minus 1, 0. 2b minus 2b, it is 0. Here c minus a minus b minus 2c. So c minus 2c means nothing but minus c. So if I take minus common outside, a plus b plus c. So now 2 zeros, I am expanding it along the, okay, even I can expand, or even I can take common outside, because see here, if I expand means, if I either expanding means that is also the same, expanding along the row 1, minus a plus b plus c whole square minus 0. So that is the value of this determinant. If I take from this column 1, if I take a plus b plus c common, from the column 2, if I take a plus b plus c common, so 2 times a plus b plus c common outside. From this one time, from this one another time, already existing. So totally it becomes a plus b plus c whole cube. So what is the remaining? 1, 2b, 2c, 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 1. Now I am expanding along the R1. The value of this determinant becomes 1 minus 1 into minus 1, 1, 0. So 1 of 1 minus 1. So delta is a plus b plus c whole cube. Hence what is required in the RHS, that itself we got here, hence proved. So this is our next question. Similar approach as the previous one. So here we required x plus y plus z as one of the factor. So you can see whether I can go with the column operation or row operation. See, if I go with the row operation, you can see here only the same type of elements, variables are there. But if I go with the column operation, I am going to get all the 3 variables. So I am going with the column operation. So what is the column operation I am applying here? R1 implies R1 plus R2 plus R3. So what is the use of it? I am going to get at that time 2x plus 2y plus 2z. So if I take 2 common outside, x plus y plus z, this is what I am going to get. So I am using column operation. From the first column I can take 2 or times x plus y plus z common outside. After that I got this value has this one has the determinant. So now I am, as usual, by looking into this 1 1 1, I am using one common operation, row operation, that is R2 minus R1 and R3 minus R1. So after using that 1 minus 1, first row has it is, second row 1 minus 1, 0. Here y plus z plus 2x minus x, 2x minus x, x. So yx plus y plus z, y minus 1, y minus y, it is 0. For the third row, R3 minus R1, 1 minus 1, 0, x minus x, 0, z plus x plus 2y minus y becomes x plus y plus z. So you got this one has the operation. By looking here, you can observe the second row and third row. In the second row I can take x plus y plus z common. From the third row also I can take x plus y plus z common. 2 times I have removed x plus y plus z common. Already 1 x plus y plus z is there. So totally how many happened? 3. So x plus y plus z whole cube. And what is remaining after taking x plus y plus z common from the second row? Here it is remaining only 1. Here also it is 1. Now I am expanding it along with the row 3 or column 1, anyone as you choose. So here in this I have expanded along with the row 3. So deleting this row and this column, what is remaining? Row 3 means this one and this one, not this one. So this row and this column, 1 minus 1 into 1, 1, x into 0, 0. So 1 minus 0. So that is nothing but 1. So delta is equal to 2 times x plus y plus z whole cube. This is what we required in the RHS, hence proved. So next is this question. So we need to get the value of this determinant is equal to 1 minus x whole cube, 1 minus x cube whole square. So before going, as usual I said, we need to concentrate on the RHS and then we look which operation we need to apply. Before that, let us come to know what are the factors of this 1 minus x cube. As usual, it is in the form of a cube minus b cube. So factors, it is nothing but 1 minus x into 1 plus x square. So this is the factor of 1 minus x whole cube. So what we need to get, this one whole square we need to get. So this idea you must have in your head in the before itself. What is the expansion of this 1 minus x cube, 1 minus x cube. So now you came to know about this one. Now let us proceed. Okay, here we are having 1 minus x, another 1 plus x square. Which factor I can come with this one? So clearly by looking itself I can say I will go with R1 implies R1 plus R2 plus R3, because I am going to get from that one, this one has the factor. So what happens to the R1? It is nothing but 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square. Second row as it is and the third row it also as it is. So from the first row I can take 1 plus x square common outside. Here remaining after that the first row becomes 1 1 1, second row and third row remains as it is. Now common thing what I am going to use, I am making any two element of the first row as equal to 0. So for that I am applying the column operation. C2 implies C2 minus C1 and C3 implies C3 minus C1. So what I am going to get after applying that column operation? So first column, there is no changes in the first column. C2 minus C1, 1 minus 1, 0. Here it is 1 minus x square. Here x square minus x. Here 1 minus 1, 0. X minus x square, 1 minus x. Okay. But what we require? We require 1 minus x. So here in this x is common. What happens? This becomes x minus 1. Here also x is common, 1 minus x. So this is nothing but a square minus b square form. So that is nothing but 1 minus x into 1 plus x. So clearly you can observe here in this column 2 we are having 1 minus x. Here we are having x minus 1. I can write it as minus x, 1 minus x. So from the column 2 I can take 1 minus x common outside. So 1 plus x square. From the column 2 I have taken 1 minus x common outside. Even you can observe from the column 3 also I can take 1 minus x common outside. So I have taken again 1 minus x common outside from the second column. So what is the remaining then? 1 0 0 x square. 1 minus x is taken common, remaining is 1 plus x. Here 1 minus x is taken, x. Here 1 minus x is taken, remaining is minus x, and here it is 1. Now I am expanding this one along with the first row. So after expansion, here you can see one thing, 1 minus x, 1 plus x square. It is nothing but 1 minus x cube. So 1 in 1 minus x cube I have got. Now I am expanding this one along the row 1. So first row, first column deleted, 1 plus x, minus into minus plus x square. What happens? 1 plus x square. Here 1 minus x cube into 1 minus x. Now combining these two, that is nothing but 1 minus x cube. So 1 minus x cube into 1 minus x cube, it is nothing but 1 minus x cube whole square, which is nothing but our RHS, hence proved. So this is our next question. So I need to get the value of this determinant is equal to 1 plus a square plus b square whole cube. So by looking into this one, I need to identify which row or column operation I need to apply. I am calling the LHS as equal to delta. By looking into this one, I am applying R1 implies R1 plus b times the R3, and another R2 implies R2 minus a times the R3, because I need this one. So looking here and here and here and here, I came with that operation. So that is nothing but what happens, 1 plus a square minus b square. That is nothing but for this one I am applying 1 plus a square plus minus b square plus b times 2b, it is nothing but 2b square. What happens? B square minus b square plus 2b square becomes plus b square. So here it is nothing but 1 plus a square plus b square. Next 2ab minus b into minus 2ab. So 2ab minus 2ab, it get cancels. Here it is 0. Here minus 2b minus a into 1 minus a square minus b square. Sorry, it is not minus a, it is plus b. I am using this operation. So minus 2b plus b. What is our R3? 1 minus a square minus b square. So what happens? It is 2b plus b minus a square b minus b cube. So looking here this one, it becomes b minus a square b minus b cube. What is common? B is common here. What happens? 1 minus a square minus b square. Here also minus, because minus is from carried from here. So from here it becomes minus. If I take minus b common outside, 1 plus a square plus b square. So this is our third element, that is minus b, 1 plus a square plus b square. Now second row, 2ab, for this one I am simplifying, 2ab minus 2ab, multiplying it becomes, so here this one becomes 0. What about this one? 1 minus a square plus b square, minus into minus plus 2a square, so clearly it becomes 1 plus a square plus b square. What about this one? Again this calculation is similar to this one, so after that it becomes a into 1 plus a square plus b square. The third row it becomes 2b minus 2a, 1 minus a square minus b square. Okay, now we got in like this manner. Now observe here, from the first row I can take 1 plus a square plus b square common. Okay, after taking that one common, what happens here? 1 0 minus b. Look into the second row. Here also I can take 1 plus a square plus b square common. It becomes square. What and all remaining? 0 1 a. The third row as it is 2b minus 2a, 1 minus a square minus b square. Okay, square. Now I am expanding this one along the row 1. I am expanding this one along row 1. So here this one as it is, a square 1 plus a square plus b square whole square along row 1. So 1, what is the thing? Deleting this row and this column, what and all? 1 minus a square minus b square. 1 into this one is that itself. This one 2a minus 2a square, minus into minus plus 2a square minus 0. Again here minus into minus plus b. Deleting this row and this column, here this one is 0, and what happens? 0 minus 2b. Okay, this is the expansion of that determinant. So 1 plus a square plus b square whole square, what and all here? 1. 2a square minus a square becomes what? Plus a square minus b square. Here what happens? Minus 0, b into 0 0, minus into this becomes minus 2b. So I made a mistake here, it was minus here, minus b 0 minus 2b, minus into minus plus 2b square. It happens, it is nothing but 1 plus a square plus b square whole square. Now you can compute this one, it is nothing but 1 plus a square plus b square. After this one is nothing but 1 plus a square plus b square whole square. So this is the last question. So I need to get the value of this determinant is equal to 1 plus a square plus b square plus c square. I am calling this one as equal to delta. So what I am doing here is, from the first row I am taking a common, from the second row I am taking the b common, from the third row I am taking the c common. After taking that common, what and all remaining? It in the first y plus 1 by a, b, c, here a, b plus 1 by b, and here it is c, and from the third row a, b, c plus 1 by c. So this is the determinant which we have obtained. Now I am using the row operation. R2 implies R2 minus R1 and R3 implies R3 minus R1. So there is no changes in the first row. So the first row remains as it is. In the second row, a minus 1 1 by a. So a get cancels, remaining is minus 1 by a. Here b plus 1 by b minus b, b minus b get cancels, remaining is 1 by b. C minus c, it is 0. Here again a minus 1 by a, so minus 1 by a. B minus b, it is 0. C plus 1 by c minus c, c get cancels, 1 by c. Now again here we are applying the row operation, that is nothing but C1 implies A times the C1. As I said in the earlier, if we apply like this type of row operations or column operation, means our determinant delta becomes A times delta. Okay, I mean delta 1, I mean the new determinant becomes, that is A times the determinant. So I am applying here C1 implies A times C1, this one is equal to delta, and again C2 implies B times C2, and C3 implies C times C3. Okay, after applying this row operation, what happens to our determinant? A times C1 becomes A times determinant, B times C2 becomes B times determinant, C times C3 implies C times the determinant. Yes, ABC times ABC, but we are not required ABC times the determinant, we need only the value of determinant. So I am taking this one to the RHS, it becomes ABC. So what happens here? Here it becomes A square plus 1 B, I am applying for columns, so here A square plus 1 minus 1 minus 1, here it becomes B square 1 0, C square 0 1, here ABC get cancels. Now here I am expanding this determinant, I am expanding this one along R3. So what happens? Delta is equal to minus 1, deleting this row and this column, what happens? 0 minus C square plus 0, here again plus 1, deleting this row, this column, what is the remaining? 1 plus A square, minus into minus plus B square. So what happens here? Minus 1 minus this minus C square plus 0 plus 1 plus A square plus B square, that is nothing but 1 plus A square plus B square plus C square which is our required RHS, hence proved the result. So here also make the note of this one. Here I am taking A times the C1, B times the C2, C times the C3. Since I am taking some scalar times any row and any column, that many times the determinant it is going to happen. So ABC times the determinant we are going to get, but we required only the value of determinant. So I am bringing this one to the RHS. So it becomes ABC divided by ABC. Hence we are going to get the cancel this and expanding this, we are going to get the result. So this is regarding all the exercise problems. Till 2 multiple choice questions are there and it is left to yourself. You can solve it by yourself. After looking into this video also, if you didn't get any of the problem or any method, you can ask. If possible, I'll try to explain it in the another easier way. That's all. Thank you.